thought about it today because black people never really celebrate black people. You understand what I'm saying? So it's that's serious for me. How I've grown in life. 20 years ago, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But when you into manhood and you really, really want to give back stuff like that, because I heard you say something early on your live, and I'm like, damn, this nigga always say some shit that makes me think. Because us being out there back in the day, we passed the statute of limitation. Anything we've done. But we were part of fucking these neighborhoods up. Yes. We were part of fucking these kids up. Yes. You know, I'm man enough to say it. My way of giving back is I work with the youth. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to do what I can do as far as the youth. You deal with literally building the fucking community. You know what I'm saying? Rob has his thing where he wants to help young gentlemen get on the path to doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? You got my son, 22 years old. He's a product from the environment, not of the environment. You understand what I'm saying? So he has the mental capacity that he knows what he went out there, tried to do whatever and stuff like that, and realized, you know what? You can get to your same goals without the bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the main thing I'm gonna
money you touch.
The main thing we're gonna first start talking about is why is it so much hate in the black community, the black culture against black folk. People hate to see great shit. Like I saw 4 young guys at the governor's ball. Not at Odell, Union, not at the governor's ball. Somebody had to hate on that. I'm tired of seeing the park extra. Like, yo, at least we're not being glorified.
Why you love your own time?
My thing is, why we're not being glorified?
One of the reasons why Baltimore is in a position as far as being like the other surrounding cities and stuff is because the hate that we have against each other. We ain't like our club music, but now look at Philly, look at Jersey. They call them their club music, but it's our music. You know what I'm saying? It's like we don't have no love for ourselves, and we don't. Baltimore as a city doesn't have an identity. Only thing we known for is drugs and drugs. That's it. We don't have another identity.
Buddy, what's up, son? Lady Key,
I think I think the whole situation of the hate is that come from slavery. That's basically what it's from, and that's why like the last show we was on, I was referring to the Willie Lynch speech. If you don't read that speech, you don't understand why you act and think the way that you do.
Everybody thinks with the mindset.
Would you agree? Would you agree that a lot of shit is a form of modern day buck breaking?
That's what it is. Yeah. Right now, you want to say toxic masculinity. You basically talking about the black man because black man is a man. Yeah. That's we men. Yeah. So you want to take that away from us. Yeah. Because that way you can control the little feminine motherfuckers that's walking around. That's what it is.
Masses.
You niggas walking around with pocketbooks. You gonna get in line. That's what you gonna do.
I'm sorry to say, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that part. You know what I'm saying about like I said on the last show, yo, I never want to be sitting in the hospital and they be like, yo, who shot you? I remember this nigga had on tight pitch pants and purse. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, God damn, like, yo, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just so.
I think the hate though is ingrained. It's just see, you gotta understand what was done to us. A lot of us don't know. Like you gotta dig and research into that the same way you go research anything else you want. You know what I'm saying?
But people don't want. Yes.
I didn't mean for you to do all that. Just
from
to take a turn.
A light-skinned motherfucker was in the house because he was close to passing, what they call passing. He was, you know what I'm saying? So you the house nigga, so the field nigga hated him because he was there. That was all set up. So if you read the Willie
Lynch people too.
But if you, that's what I'm saying. If you read the Willie Lynch speech, it's all in there. It told you what to do to have your slave to do this, and you can control them for 400 years. It's the same shit. So now we do it to ourselves. Nobody needs to do it.
And then a while back, actually, Spuddy had put something on, I think it was Facebook or Instagram, and it was basically how to train a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's basically what you're doing.
What they would do is the slave master, you know, he had a plan. Make the slaves thinking they part owner and all that. Their work is harder, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That shit ain't nothing but a job these days. And then you cut throat to try to get to the top of a job
Or you'll
for a
protect
corporation.
You'll protect master shit
Yeah.
like it's yours.
Yeah.
And you want to control these niggas. So look at the nigga on life. Tell him about the gun line, boss.
Yeah.
It's
Not the rocks, boss.
That's the whole mentality, and that's where we at.
And for y'all, what y'all talking about far as professional, but I'm gonna take it to the end with us. You feel me? With young people. Like, yo, you got dudes out here that's y'all age, like we were talking about earlier, that wasn't doing nothing at y'all time. But now they out here, they trying to look. They got little Ray Ray, he out here flipping a pack. Then you got Q around the corner, he's sitting on somebody's house. But guess what? Somebody at his mother house. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason why, because the nigga told him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you sending people out here, you setting them up for failure, bro. You say that you want a nigga to do this, that, and the third, prize man, all that, and get money, but you telling them the wrong ways. Like, I'm not saying that it's crazy for people to be out here doing what they doing, but I'm just saying if you're gonna be out here doing it, yo, just do it on your own, yo. Don't follow after nobody, because that's a part of hatred right there.
What you always say, Rob? If you got a dial over with, nigga, you can't tell nobody.
Man, we like, you set yourself up.
I say that all the time, man. People get $1 over rent money, and they balling.
You feel what
I'm
saying?
talking about $1. You know what I mean?
You
And
were telling Nick yesterday you got a dime in your hand. You got $1 now. Oh yeah, you big time. All right, cool, baby.
but not only that, but like you know, it go both ways. If you get $1 over rent money, you can't get $1, single
People
dollar.
wait on that.
Hate your gut. If you got $1
Oh,
over
they
rent money,
asking you. Oh
Let me say
yeah.
this real quick. Coming up, I was so-called pretty light-skinned nigga. I had the curly hair, whatever. But me being who I am now came from that because I had to fight all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Because the dark-skinned niggas hate it. But now it's dark-skinned nigga time, but I'm not hating on the dark-skinned nigga. You understand what I'm saying? But because I know what that all stemmed from.
you're right.
You know what I mean? It's bullshit.
Y'all went out in 86.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was like growing up, I had to fight.
Yeah.
I don't care where I went at, just because of my parents. Like, nigga, I was born this way. What the fuck I'm supposed to do?
But it was even niggas who would hate any complexion where if you had nice hair. Oh, you think you the shit.
If you attract
Not knock your
chicks,
motherfucking
even
ass
now.
out. How big the
It's one
song
of the
corners
reasons
out
why,
y'all?
and because y'all two know me, y'all know I don't do slick shit. I'm not extravagant. That's not me. And one of the reasons why I don't is because of the hate. Because it's like you can't even have a regular conversation with a nigga if a nigga think you up on something like he don't even want to talk.
You know, that's true.
The best shit I ever
I do
thought.
that shit right now with my real friends because you mad and gotta listen when I say this. You're not mad at me. You're mad at your fucking self. You know what I'm saying? Because you had the same 24 hours I had. The decisions you made put you where you at.
Repeat that again, bro. For the
You
people
got the
listening to the
same fucking 24 hours in a day that I had.
You just use them different.
You made your choices. You used your time and your energy to do whatever you wanted to do. So you cannot be mad
You
at
chose to sit
anyone
on that couch
but
and eat cereal.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you showing animosity and hate towards me or anybody else, you really just showing me, because I know better, that you're mad at yourself. Because you're looking at me doing, damn, I can do that. Why the fuck you ain't do it then?
Why you?
You not comfortable
This
with
is
yourself.
the thing, and none of my friends can tell you that I didn't bring it to them first. When I had the idea and I said what the fuck I was going to do, I sat us down on Chelsea fucking terrace, right? Cars lined up, the whole fucking shit. This is what the fuck I'm going to do. Everybody put up $5 grand. Let's make a move. Nobody wanted to make a move. And I said the same thing I say to this day. I'm not going to pull the wagon to the top of the hill when you motherfuckers ride down outside. If I put the work in, if you ain't there with me, I'm done.
I'm young. I need you to repeat that on the game.
You're
I need
not
that.
gonna ride down the other side after I done pull this wagon all the way up to the fucking top of the hill by myself.
You won't get the free ride.
You're not getting on.
Real quick, over on Instagram, Bulldog City said facts. Same shit I had to go through. 100. Wine and Hills came in and said 100 to everything you had to say, Sam.
I mean, it's a sad. It's a sad state of affairs, man. We just got to be honest with it. Like, you can't do shit. Anything you do, anything that you do that deemed successful in your eyes, it ain't even got to be successful in everybody else's eyes. It could be successful in just your eyes. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers hate. It's like we can't see a motherfucker get to the next level for shit. And and the saddest part of it all is motherfuckers don't understand that if the motherfuckers unify, we the strongest motherfucking race on the planet.
Motherfuckers hate to see
If you got
growth.
1 penny, right?
Right.
Can't do much. You got 100 pennies, you got $1. Your strength is in your fucking numbers. It's
Right.
that simple. If you sit down and like today, I had a meeting and it's crazy because you gotta be careful what you ask for because you want to get it. Then what the fuck you gonna do with it when you get it? Bunch of guys, we all doing the same thing. What the fuck is the purpose of you over here, and I'm over here, you over here? We all doing the same shit. We all doing houses, we buying, we flipping, we renting. Like, why we not doing this shit together? It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it to the next level. With our knowledge and our expertise and our fucking resources, why we can't do that?
Because niggas look at it like, oh, well, yo got the idea, so he's going to think he's bigger.
Or he's the
But hear
leader.
me out. Me in my personal life, you know, I've had people not like me for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm supposed to be at a standstill with you in life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm growing in front of you. So it bothers you. Motherfuckers hate that.
One thing about me myself, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I'm gonna do. Because if you want to get involved, I'm giving you the chance. And if you know me, you know if I said that's what I'm gonna do, that's what the fuck I'm going to do. I don't fuck if it took me 20 years or 2 minutes.
I'm getting
that's
it done.
what the fuck I'm gonna do. It's either you know my track record, so either fuck with me or don't, or get the fuck out the way. That's it.
Real quick.
You go ahead.
Over on Instagram, Bulldog City said my own people make me hate being light skinned.
I mean, I want to say that.
So they either talk about the one that's real light or real dark.
That's
If
crazy.
you ain't brown in the middle, you got cracked on.
But yeah, man, like I've been dealing with that. I've been dealing with that type of adversity all my life. I've always been a loner, and I've had a set circle of people that I deal with. You know what I mean? I love everybody. I deal with everybody. I know a lot of people, but everybody, you know, I deal with everybody for how I deal with them. I stay away from a lot of people. That's why I stay out of a lot of shit. But I've always been hated on. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason or however, with no matter what I do or how I do it, it's something somebody got to say or something somebody do or whatever the case may be. That's just the way it is, man, in the world, man. And after a while, you just get numb to that shit and then be like, man, fuck that shit. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
But at the end of the day, is it accepted behavior?
It shouldn't be.
That's what I'm saying. When people get, just like what you just said, not to pick on you, but you became acceptable to it because you just used to it. We got to get out of that shit.
Because it comes to a point that you can't, like, how do you battle it? Like, you gonna keep talking? Like, with me, I'm an upfront person. I'm not going to catch you at the crowd. I'm going to say what I got to say to you to your face.
Yeah.
Right. Because I want you to understand
Because
how.
you don't want the audience.
Yeah, I don't need the
I'm
audience.
still going to hold you aside.
Come out of character when they feel like they being disrespected.
Happened to
Or
me a couple times.
look like you getting shitted on or something. It's just 2 men having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes it's shit like that gotta happen. You gotta let niggas know where you stand. Yeah. Like, I honestly got a phone call. I was talking earlier about somebody was mad about something that I did. Like, you know what I'm saying? But how can you do that, be mad, so-called mad at me when you around me all the time? You know me, how I move, and how I do what I'm going to do. So, you mad because I went and did what the fuck I was going to do? Why you even surprised by that?
Right.
You should know that by now. This is what I'm going to do.
It don't have to be said.
Real quick.
Some people mad, like I said before, because they mad at themselves. People see you doing something and they get mad at something that's inside of them internally. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing to fucking do with you. It's mad because they may have had that idea.
It's revealing their insecurities.
They didn't move on that idea,
Or-
but they mad at you because you moved on. Or people are mad at you because, like for you, and you probably because you constantly try. You take the risk. Some people don't got the balls to take a fucking risk. You know what I'm saying? Some people want something given to them. They don't want to work for it. So they see you out here working and they mad at you. Oh, fuck that nigga. That nigga ain't gonna buy. He always acting like a blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you mad because you ain't acting like that nigga.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
why you mad.
I'm always been that nigga like, yo, just do like me.
I'm gonna go corral these niggas and I'm gonna tell them, son, this is what's popping, this is what I'm doing, you wanna fuck with it, come on.
Like, my
And
brother's
every
people.
fucking aspect of life, I've always did
What you
that.
trying to do?
The
Give
group of
everybody options.
motherfuckers I think this need to be said to, I go and get these motherfuckers, I put them together and I say, this is what the fuck is going on, this is what I'm doing. So you can be a part of it from the fucking beginning, grassroots. Because me personally, I got the fucking Midas touch. It's either you gonna fuck with me or you not. Cause when I get to going on this motherfucking nigga, you right.
I'm a victim of dominant on them conversations and they do shit.
Real quick, y'all.
Well, I gotta say this. I gotta say this though. It's better to have that kind of conversation when you got an issue with somebody any motherfucking way, Sam. I gotta piggyback off of that. Like pulling a motherfucker up and talking to them one-on-one as opposed to being in front of people, you get a whole different reaction.
Yeah, you gonna get a different reaction every time.
Crap. You already know it.
Cause he gonna jump out the mouth crazy anyway. Like I'm young, man. So look, right? Everybody ain't trying to fight these niggas either way, but still, like when you pull a dude aside, he ain't going. Yo, I'm ready to pull a joint out. Nah, he ain't gonna do that.
No.
Cause at the same time, he already know. Look, right? He ain't gonna pop that joint, and then at the same time, he gonna get that strap red.
But it's when you talking to this nigga like this in the crowd.
Right. You make
now,
him embarrassed.
He
embarrassed.
He gotta come back.
Feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Real quick, y'all, over on Instagram,
His image is tarnished now.
Rodney Pierce said it's called competitive spirit and the fear of losing because trust and faith and good vision is frowned upon.
Deep. That's it right there.
It's very deep.
That's it right there.
Nobody wants to
I
listen.
never played sports. I did an individual sport. I did gymnastics, karate, boxing, wrestling, shit like that.
You like
I didn't-
real Rick Ross.
Hold on,
Yo, I didn't never know you did no fucking gymnastics.
I was
bro.
on guard. I was on one of the top gymnastic team. Nigga.
Stand in the karate what they doing for boys. Yeah.
I never liked sports because niggas are so competitive and they don't like to lose, so they do dumb shit.
That's
You know what I'm saying? It's like everything is based on winning. Everything
Hey,
is
Kennedy.
about winning. It's a lesson in life for everything. You playing sports. Sports is basically teaching you how to work with other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that
You
is.
got to start with that discipline.
But most niggas been a star their whole life, so it's like they want to run the team.
Right, but the main focus that y'all all just said for real, is everybody need to learn, yo. Like everybody need to try to get with knowledge. But motherfuckers don't think that knowledge is power, yo. Like for real. Like for real. Like the bottom of everything that y'all just said is knowledge is power. You gotta learn. Like yo, when you learn to talk, right? Don't you gotta listen to people.
Let me
there's
say
no
this
way.
to you, y'all. I got a saying, right? Lack of knowledge leads to frustration. Frustration leads to incarceration and ultimately death. Because you don't know something, you walking around and you fucking angry at the
Ignorant
fucking
to
world.
it. You ignorant to the
But
world.
when you think about it, it goes back to what I said before. It's by design. It's designed that way to keep the man away from you. Keep your grandfather not talking to his grandkids, the fucking father not talking to his sons.
Right.
Like all of that is by fucking design. Not having a man in the house and the woman and the man having some kind of cohesiveness to raise a fucking child. All of that is by design, and that's why we
has to be a
now.
And to piggyback on what you're saying, it's by design too that it could be a 2-parent household and the kids still gonna lack some shit because they gotta work
they in the
all
minority.
day. Yeah.
The 2-parent household is in the minority. The kids is out with the kids that's in the majority of the single parent. Or damn near raising a fucking self.
Right.
So this nigga is over here in structure. He gotta go to school with these motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about nothing or nobody.
He
was
gotta
gonna
get in
follow
where he
suit.
finna.
And you tell me that's not by design.
This nigga been selling crack since he was 12
So
years old.
And you think he went about going to school?
And it's,
Nope.
it's one of those things where it's like, okay, we're gonna get you regardless. I grew up for part of my, you know what I'm saying, my parents split when I was like 13, you know what I'm saying? But before that split, I had both parents in the house. I still was interested in what was outside. I had homeboys while I went to their
Like
house.
he just said, 'cause you
and
had
it's just
access.
their mother. Exactly.
Like most people will look at me and be like, "Yo, came from the street." No, the fuck I didn't. I
Nope.
made a choice to
Yeah.
do what I did.
I would
not
never
raised-
discredit my
not
parents
raised
like that. I would never
I should
discredit
have
my
been
parents.
in fucking
Never
Harvard.
disrespect my
What?
father.
Like that's my. I should have been in fucking college somewhere, but I couldn't because by design, what I did, I made a choice. I was outside selling fucking crack. I got a gun charge at 17. They held that shit until I turned 18. Made it a federal charge, at which the time period was. That's when you couldn't get financial aid. So I knew college was out the door for me. My fucking people couldn't send me to college.
We just had this conversation.
That's
about-
what put me in the position where then y'all know that Sam. That's where that Sam came from. Cause the same Sam at 14 had the same fucking plan that I'm working now.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't new. I just had to go revamp it and go somewhere a different direction.
I was
to
gonna
get
stop
what the fuck
selling
I wanted to do.
drugs, right? Take care of them fuckheads.
Well, I mean,
Put the kids out there.
I can't even bullshit you. That's the same thing, man. Like nigga come up in a 2-parent household. I was good. You know what I mean? I had hard-head ass, rock-head ass uncles that influenced me. And I start,
And some
some
cousins.
cousins.
You feel me?
I mean that pulled me in that direction. And once I got hooked, I was hooked.
Right. My father
And there was no
right
coming
here.
back.
Yo,
He can tell you.
I'm gonna tell you a story, right? When I was younger, we always would have a family reunion in DC or here. I got tired of going to the family reunion. My cousin Slick Doogie Rose. That's when the NBA jackets and the patent leather Adidas and shit. I'm over this bitch with dress pants and dress shoes on. And my mother want me to look nice. And I'm like, boy, as soon as I get a little bit of freedom, boy, it's on. And I'm seeing all this shit around me. Then you got that close homeboy, and you noticing he got money in his pocket. Yeah, get what you want from the store. Yo, we good. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you know what I mean? I've been doing such and such for such and such. Getting pimped, of course. But we kids.
Right.
Yo,
Money is money.
how can I do that? So I can do this. You know what I'm saying? So once a certain person in my life realized like I was getting pimped, they said, hey, look, once you get such and such, come talk to me. I know a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do yours just like you already got. Go down the other end of the street because you don't want still do for them because you don't want to make it hot. You know what I'm saying? So then it accumulated from that. Boom, boom. Then part-time, you know what I mean? Because I had a main job, but I had a part-time one too.
Yeah.
I was such and such. I ain't saying no names with my man, my brother, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was, yo. But like I tell people all the time, I had a conversation with one of my cousins a while before he had passed. He talking about, yeah, yo, because we grew up hard. Nigga, we all grew up in 2-parent households. Nigga, we chose that shit.
It's no reason.
It ain't
We
no
chose this shit. Our parents worked hard, nigga. So you can't say, even though you had the cousins that was less fortunate and shit like that.
Only thing I can say is I was working with my father because my whole family do construction, carpenters, whatever. And I was jumping off the back of the pickup truck with my work clothes on, and my father be like, my father never talked to me like I was a kid.
Yeah.
Be careful, do what you want to do, don't get caught.
Yeah.
You want
Same
to
thing
be
with my
smart
father,
enough to be
man.
caught.
But I ain't gonna
Don't
fuck
get
with
caught.
you.
You
He
know what I
tell
mean?
me quick, but I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, that's your thing. You
Yeah.
chose that.
You get
Don't
jammed
bring
up.
that shit in the house. Don't
Nope.
bring no trouble to the house.
Same.
Like
I remember when he kicked me out. He said, yo, you can't even go in the room. I'm like, it's cold as shit outside, so
My father
get the
and
fuck out.
my father and my mother said the same exact thing to me. They was like, you out there. Not only is you out there, but you up the street from the house. And hit me with this straight up. I mean, you doing what you doing. Don't call me when you get locked up. Don't call me when you get locked up. Don't ask me for shit. You want to be a man? Then be a man.
Yeah, once we
That
get
was the
figured
word
out,
they
it's
said.
over.
But like I told my kids, right, and like my father told me, he said, "Yo, long as you don't lie to me, whatever the fuck it is, no matter how bad you play it in your head, don't lie, cause we can't work from a lie."
Yeah.
I can't help you.
Told my
If I
kids
gotta
the
help you, I
same
can't help
shit.
you if you lying to me on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Told my son who's sitting right here the same shit. Like, yo, don't lie to me. He chose to lie to me. You understand what I'm saying? If you tell me when I got the real story out of him, I'm like, yo, that makes more sense than you telling me this bullshit that happened. You run across somebody, you deal with them.
Kids think we weren't their age.
Exactly. And you know how it
I
was
don't understand that.
when we were younger. If it was an issue and you saw somebody, it was on right there because you never know when you're going to run across them again at that point. You should have told me that story because I'm more relatable with that. Instead of saying, oh, I ain't do nothing, I was just walking around and then I get the papers. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So now you're going to tell me the truth. And we got to, but see, my father had already figured it out. Because my father always, for some reason, this nigga was like a psychic. He said, man, nah, man, that nigga did X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Everything the niggas, my father said was on the fucking rap sheet. I'm like, yo, how the fuck you be knowing this shit? You know what I'm
Because he
saying?
was young before.
Yeah, like how you know this shit?
Father tell me all the time, ain't nothing you gonna do I ain't already fucking done. So
And that's what I tell them.
Because you just gonna make me mad that you lied to me about the bullshit.
I told him, yo, I told your grandfather the same lie in '83. That shit ain't never worked. You know what I'm saying? So when you try to bring that shit, I'm like, yo, come on, yo. I tell niggas all the time, yo, I done bullshitted the best bullshit is a bullshit, nigga. So it ain't shit you can pull over me.
So I got a question for all y'all then. So what do you think we could do to change the narrative? What do you think
we can do exactly what the fuck we doing right now?
Yeah,
because it's the start. You have to talk about it. See, niggas walk around with this notion that you're not supposed to talk about.
You're not supposed to
shit.
politics.
I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. I did what I did. I ain't gone yet. So what the fuck? Right. It's got to be talked about because if you don't talk about it, these youngers thinking we don't know what the fuck is really going on, and we was a part of the bullshit. So we have to fucking have a narrative that we talk to these motherfuckers. Because right now, they think they doing the best shit since sliced bread. Y'all funny as a motherfucker to me.
Real quick, Bulldog City on Instagram said the young people think they the first to ever do it. And they think they better at doing it.
We ain't the first that ever did it.
Right.
You think you was going to school without getting a lunch ticket and all that shit.
So you gotta stop glorifying the image. You can't forget though, yo. What we hearing all day, what we seeing every day, what we see when we go outside.
But
even niggas that go squeegee boys, niggas outside with Gucci on. What nigga don't want to be that nigga that's my age?
Y'all got a situation where y'all don't listen to us. So if I come at you, I ain't got on a motherfucking thing that says nothing about nobody Gucci's or nothing of that shit. So when I'm talking, you looking at me like I'm a square. You know what I'm saying? When I'm a fucking pyramid over this bitch and motherfuckers, I'm at the top and the niggas that's got me is on the bottom. I'm the motherfucking head honcho, but you looking at me like I'm a fucking square. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can tell you more about yourself than you know anything about yourself.
Right. That's the thing. Nobody, as adults, take the time out to tell them anything. And that's why they're getting so lost and fucked over and killing each other.
That goes back to what Sam said on the live before. That's why I originally wanted him to come in. It starts in your house. Right. And you'll hear Kenny say that shit all the time. Stop trying to gravitate to groups. You understand what I'm saying? And I learned that from him back in the day. You knew that he was a junction dude, but it was still sad.
I'm an individual.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
I've always been my individual self.
Yeah.
I don't need nobody's name or nothing. That's just like if I go and I probably gotta get in somebody's car, but I'm going in as myself. Right. I ain't going in there to go J or whatever, the Muslim, like nigga, I'm saying, nigga, I can tell you more about Islam than you probably know, and you a Muslim. I could probably tell you more about being a J than you know when you J. Like, nigga, I'm me.
Bulldog City.
I don't need these motherfuckers on my back for me to stand
And
up.
that's how I am, yo. I always get a whole bunch of information about everything that's around me, or that I think is going to come around me. So I had knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So now you know when these two niggas talking some shit that they talking, you understand what the fuck is going on.
I gotta know my super.
So now I can logically tell you why the fuck I'm not getting in your car.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It makes sense to you. Like, what the fuck
You
I'm a
beefing when you
neutralize
around the
myself
corner.
and box myself in by getting in your car when I know all of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And you'll set it up.
Real
You'll set
quick,
it up.
Bulldog City One on Instagram said that's the problem. Your youngers don't want to listen. We do try to talk to them, they just don't listen. Rodney Pierce came in and said education is the key. We have to teach people having money in your pocket today doesn't guarantee you we'll have it tomorrow. Money is only as valuable as the things in which you invest.
But they look at niggas.
But hold up, Stein.
They swear.
I'm gonna say this. My son is a product of good parenting from me. He ain't out here breaking law. This man go to work every day, take care of himself.
And you probably making more money than
All of
niggas out
that
there
stuff.
walking around with their pocketbooks.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about
When
that?
I heard a nigga tell me one time, a young nigga say, "Yeah, Fast man, I'm gonna make 1,500 this week."
What?
This week. I said, man, I sat on them steps right there
Make that shit
and made $1,500 in 30 minutes or less, like dominoes.
I walked in Lake Trap on a conversation and the nigga selling smack said, "Yeah, go out there, 800 today."
What?
I was selling smack.
And today it took you a day.
First time I ever did that.
Yeah, that should have been done in the
Right.
house. I don't even deal with that stuff.
I was like, I was blown. I was like,
I ran away on a bad day.
risking your life for that?
For
On a
$800.
bad day, a
Oh,
smack line
God.
made 80 grand.
I can show you where to go to school to get a skill that you gonna come out the door making $120.
You feel me?
Is you crazy? The squeegee can't make $200 a day. Like, that's nuts to me, yo.
Yo, listen.
Motherfucker go to
life.
KFC and work overtime. He got more than that.
Chicken box.
The problem is that a lot of these young motherfuckers look at us, you know what I mean, and call us washed up, old.
Oh,
We don't know this. We old heads. We this. And
It's
that.
different out here, oh.
Let me explain something to y'all young motherfuckers.
Game.
At the end of the day, the shit that y'all doing and trying to become niggas been there, done that, and we left it alone
Ain't
for a
had the
reason.
money.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, the game has changed, man. It ain't the same.
Learn how to play golf. I'm serious.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Different, yo.
Niggas laugh at me because I'm one of them niggas. I do shit like that.
Yeah.
I know how to play golf. You know where most business deals is made? On the fucking golf.
On the golf?
Learn how to fucking play golf. You go learn how to play golf. You gonna run and talk to some old black businessman. They gonna say, "Young man, what you do for a living?" That's how you learn shit. You get inside certain places
Network.
by doing some odd, weird shit that you think don't mean nothing.
I'm trying to dress like a hood nigga everywhere too, bro. You can dress regular,
Honest.
bro. You don't gotta look like
Pull your
$1
pants
million
up.
everywhere you go, bro. Don't nobody care about what you got on.
What did I say today, Tom? Nigga, if you see me, I might have on a Target shirt, maybe jeans, some fucking shoes I probably have.
I'm younger about you for that.
And trust me,
That's
nigga, I got more assets that you probably gonna ever see in your fucking lifetime. The money don't mean nothing. Cash is obsolete. You want assets. If you don't got an asset, you don't got an ass.
Facts.
Ability.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you looking at me. So when you go into rooms, I noticed that. Playing golf, going in certain rooms, being around certain individuals. You know this motherfucker is fucking rich as hell. And this motherfucker jeans falling apart. He got on some pair of tennis that he had on some foot jewels. Like,
Nigga, I was at a party with my lady, right? Yo, this white dude coming that motherfucker, yo. Funny as, this was sneaker ball, right? And I was like, yo, every black person had Jordans, this, that, and the third. Man, this white motherfucker came like he went to the Goodwill that
he
day.
probably had stock in
Got
every
that
company
orange
that they got
suit.
on.
And some flipped up Reeboks. He said, "Oh yeah, that nigga's the head of the engineers." I said, "Man, that nigga making about 400 grand a year, and probably got his own shit going on. He just using that for his shorts."
Right.
It's like
I
that.
we so
I
dumb.
said this a couple years ago.
Equity.
I don't understand why we go and we break our neck to support all these people that's got us bent over fucking the shit out.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like if you're gonna do that, at least have stock in Nike.
But
At
they want
least
a discount
have
from the
stock
black
in
people.
Gucci. It's the stock don't cost nothing. The stock costs more than what you. I mean, less than what you buying the tennis for.
Yeah.
That you should at least have some ownership in that shit where you getting paid for supporting this motherfucker that you making rich.
But want a discount from the black people.
But Rodney Pierce said, no, Bulldog City said exactly. Rodney Pierce said this is the problem. No one knows the value of money versus the risk that they're taking in the streets. Tina versus Small said facts.
Back in the day, the risk was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was worth
Well, the money was different.
It wasn't 18,000 strips. Like it was before. It was Rosedale. It was North Lawn. It was the Junction.
Yeah, but that's
Before
the thing,
it
y'all
was
got
Poplar
set
Grove,
blocks.
and then it wasn't all these
We
in
ain't
between
had that.
streets.
Right.
It wasn't all of that. So back then it was worth it. So if you got at the right position with the right people, you might saw $100 grand a day selling smack. You might made $20,000-$30,000 selling crack. Like, but now this shit is so watered down. I equate it to a comic. Niggas ain't even getting the dust off the comic. You know what I'm saying? It's like it don't make sense for you to do what you're doing. You can go to school, my nigga. You listen. You can go to fucking school and get a skill and make double and triple what you think these niggas making on the corner, cause they not making no fucking money. Weed, regular weed, you don't make no money. Let me say that again, loud and clear. But you pocketbook wearing ass niggas walking around with your pounds and your guns and your stick. Weed, regular weed don't make no money.
Regular
Everybody
weed.
got weed everywhere.
All
It
over
don't
the
make no
Go
money.
to the damn pharmacy.
Remember back in the day, back in the day, I'm talking about like in the 80s, it was only 3 spots that you would get raw dope. You know what I'm saying? I would name them all. Yeah. Oldman Dublin, Mr. Belaski, anywhere on Pennsylvania Avenue. That was it.
And that was it.
Everywhere else,
And that was it.
scrambled.
If you wasn't in
Except
with
for
9
that.
clicks, you wasn't born.
But these days, you got Rutland, you got Ashton, you got everything. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, motherfuckers
Read
fell
every-
off
read
their
the-
boat.
Real quick,
But
y'all.
y'all, this the thing with y'all is, y'all not making no fucking money.
Yeah, we got.
It's 80,000 of y'all like a bunch of fucking
Yeah,
puppies
that's what
on
I'm
a
saying.
corner
That's
because
the
we
reason
scared
why.
to go over here by
They're
yourself.
scared to be by themselves.
That's the reason.
Nigga, I was in the cut. When them niggas was out in the light, nigga, I was in the cut. I
That's the
stayed in the
reason why.
back, in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody over here with me.
And
I
then
got
next
two
time
brothers,
along with the
4
hate
brothers.
because
I'm
niggas
good.
don't want nobody be bigger than
Let me
you.
jump over on
And you'll
Instagram
walk
real
by and
quick.
see this nigga with the
Man,
fatigue bucket hat.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Man, with them howling at Jeff, blah, blah, blah.
I ain't saying don't
in the
do
back some
whatever it
motherfucking
is that you gotta do to survive, but I'm saying be smart. If you gonna go and you gonna walk around in your pocketbook and you got your weed and all that, put yourself in school, nigga. Go get your CDLs at night after you done been out half the day. Go learn how to be an electrician, a plumber. Plumbers make $150 out the gate. HVAC $150. Like these skills that's needed right now, cause you niggas don't want to work. You want to walk around looking like ballerinas with baby shoes.
too
on. You
busy.
crazy.
They too busy looking hot and sexy for each other.
That's what I'm
For
saying.
each other, because that's what they looking good for. Real quick, y'all. Let me jump in. Over on Instagram, Bulldog City said, I met a black dude driving a Lamborghini at the barbershop, and the man worked for UPS for 40 years. He came back to say assets is how he did it. Wine and Hill said, listen to Sam, he is one of the most intelligent men I know, book and street knowledge. Rodney Pierce said, today's market is open air. Everyone is doing the same thing. The market is saturated. Ignorance is why we are failing to thrive.
But see, I fucked up a while ago, and I'm like, I kick myself in the ass every day. You know when Google first came out, and me and my man, when I was working with at the time, he was talking about it or whatever. That shit was half a penny, because anytime they bring something out and they don't think it's going to work or not sure it's going to work, it's people that visualize like that shit going to work.
Let me jump on that.
If I'd have put $1,000 into
How much
Google,
money you have right now?
do you know how many millions I would have? Right? I'm like, yo, I'm
That's
a
like
dumb
with
motherfucker
Bitcoin. Somebody
because I
told me
didn't
about
want to take the
Bitcoin.
risk.
I kept bullshitting. I was bullshitting, and And one of my business partners, she told me about this little kid. He worked with her. He kept telling her he put her on in, and she wasn't paying no mind. He taking all this tip money. He living with his mom, so he taking his check tip money. He just buying Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin. When the shit hit, pull up to the job, he quit. He had a motherfucking rainbow. Never seen him again. Nigga rich. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's simple things that you can make $1 off of where you don't gotta break law to make the bank.
Just like with that Bitcoin shit, 50 Cent made a mistake and got $50 million.
He got paid. Cause they paid him in Bitcoin. He forgot he had it.
Yeah, he forgot
I
he
bought
had
the
this shit.
I said, fuck it. I bought it on Cash App. I forgot I bought the shit. It was a year later. I looked at my shit and I'm like, what the fuck? Where that money come from? I looked at it and it came from Bitcoin just because it was sitting there.
And
I forgot why.
My oldest son did that same thing. He did it, but he ain't went that long. I think when he went back, it probably was like 4 or 5 months. And his $50
was mine.
brought him back, I think like $6,000 in like
Just
a
shit
couple
like
of
that.
months.
Well, why
And he
we
pulled
can't?
his money out.
Because this goes back to the beginning of the hate. Why the fuck we can't sit down and have a think tank on where to fucking put? I don't give a fuck if it's $10, $1,000, $50,000. Why we can't collectively say, let's just stop?
Because
Let's
black
do
people have a
this
tendency to.
thing.
Two people at the table gonna think the other two gonna make more, or did you put your whole amount in there? Cause I put my. Everybody too busy competing against each other and ragging on each other. They can't get they can't get the shit out.
Took me 10 years, right? Looking for this combination, trying to crack the lock. Going through this person, teaching this person, teaching this person, and I was like, yo, I always tell them, like, I'll come back to you when the time right. I want you sitting at the table when it's time to put up the bread to go to the next level. But that is a situation because everybody don't think the same. Everybody don't have the same experience. So you gotta go out and get your own experience, get your head bust, fall a little bit, make it. You know what I'm saying? You need all of those things to come together to understand you gotta do it together. Like that is a must. Like the meeting I had today, these guys are older than me. I'm 50. I'm a baby to them. You know what I mean? They 50. So it's like coming back after us all going on our journey, we realizing we hitting the same ceiling. We can't get to the next level without me coming, standing on your shoulders, pulling up. You know what I'm saying? We need all of that together. That is something that we have to do. And I'm gonna add this piece to it. It has to be done behind closed doors.
Yeah, can't be public.
Everybody asks me why I don't teach, why I didn't do seminars. I'm not doing it. You know why? Because that's how we get infiltrated. We always get infiltrated.
Yep.
And then I
can't tell everybody what the fuck.
Cause soon as you do that, they on you. Real quick over on Instagram, y'all. I'm sorry, buddy. Bulldog City said, put your money in batteries and lithium companies. Wine and Hill said, they want you to do good, just not better than them. Rodney Pierce came back to say, bro, people don't listen to learn. They listen to talk. You can only educate a person willing to learn. Bulldog City said, with electric cars on the rise, you'll be crazy not to invest in lithium and batteries.
I'm going to say this. Support black businesses. Regardless of what's going on, because I tend to have a problem sometimes with ignorant black business owners. What I mean by that, I'm always buy black. That's just me. But there are sometimes some of the black business owners are a little bit overwhelming. They get $1 over in money and they think they don't need your money no more. Yeah. You know what I mean? They crack
you a fish dinner for $50. I went to basket court.
But I had to understand this. I was looking for a black nail tech, right? And I'm gonna explain the story.
We started that industry.
And this is what's crazy. The chick explained to me, I asked her, I was like, why you charge so high? She said, well, Rob, she said, I'm gonna be honest with you. She said the way, because people don't understand that like the Vietnamese is the one who do the nails. So she was like, let me explain something to you. Their prices that they get the stuff for is way different. They'll charge me 3 times more than what I'm paying. So I gotta charge this in order to make that.
Let me educate real quick. So those groups of people that get to come here on their visas and get to make their money and get loans and grants when they come here, they move as a unit. What the fuck I'm trying to tell y'all to do, they move as a unit. They're not gonna sell you anything because you are the fucking consumer. Why the fuck would I give you the brick?
Yeah.
when I can give you the grant.
When you pay me, say it like that.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's I learned that from one of homeboys, man. I don't want to say his name, but he do a lot of international shit, and he taught me that. He said, "Yo, you can't buy 1,000 white tees from them people because they're not gonna sell it to you because they move everything in units and containers. Is how many containers are you buying from us?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A year in a certain amount of time. Cause you got your little $1 million, it don't mean it. We got 10 other motherfuckers behind you spending $10 million every 90 days. Yeah. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So they know that the white man turned us into the greatest consumer that the world has ever fucking seen, and they know that they can benefit off of us. Why you think they got all of the liquor stores, the corner stores, the fucking whatever the fuck it is?
And say that again, because people don't know that we are the highest consumers.
What's the highest What's the highest grossing mall in America? Well, it was
Mondawmin.
And a lot of you motherfuckers don't know that. Mondawmin is a test ground for Nike. Nike used to send shit there. If they could sell it there, they could sell it any fucking way. You need to know your fucking power.
We brought back the Air Force One.
Baltimore City made Air Force One super popular.
And last time I'll tell you. All right, so Cinderella reunion coming up soon, right? Mr. Shoe will tell you, and it's the whole documentary coming up that niggas did on like Air Force Ones and like Mr. Shoe and my man Jamal, DJ Jamal. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Different from the one that they already had.
I think it's a different one.
Oh wow!
But it's like this. It's like a document. If it might be the same one, I don't know. I just know
they did the history of it with Moses Malone helped promote the shoe.
A lot of motherfuckers don't know that Baltimore plays an intricate part in every fucking thing in the world. We are a hub for the internet, right?
Yeah. We
got a port. We got one of the best and biggest ports, right? We got we used to have the on the industrial side, we used to have all the manufacturing places. But then, to me, I think that's coming back. I think Jeff Bezos is going to start.
Yeah, he definitely
He's going to start building shit and making shit, or letting them people come here and build shit here so it can easily get shit for cheaper prices. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what I think.
On the bad side of the game, a lot of motherfuckers don't know that we were the heroin capital.
Yeah. Everything comes to us.
Yeah. Bro, we got whole
we the belt. If you look at the East Coast, we the belt. We got the belt on the pants. You know what I'm saying? We the belt that hold every fucking thing.
We were the
everything comes
major port city.
Right, that's because we got the major ports.
Yes, everything comes to us.
Real quick over on Instagram,
I knew that.
Rodney Pierce said black people need to understand the process of supply and demand. We have to create the farms, the factory, the distribution, and outlet to get independent.
I just seen
we can, but they're not gonna let you.
I just seen something on it's this page I follow on Instagram. It's called Nation Builders. Right? There was a black chick on there talking about black farmers. This black farmer and his wife. She was military. She hangs a flag. They live in Colorado.
Get the 1,000 acres from them.
They got 1,000 acres.
Do you know why Colorado is very important? Because see, this is a whole other conversation. Colorado is important because there's a whole lot of shit going on that we don't know what's going on about the astral belt, the comets that's getting ready to come. The best place in all ancient texts that they state that the best place to hide and be safe from what's about to come to Earth is Colorado. Under the ground. Why you think all the rich motherfuckers out there got the bunkers in the ground? They want them people's land because they need that land to get under the fucking ground. Because some shit is this earth is about to switch axes and where it's hot, it's gonna be cold. And it's gonna be all kinds of weather. It's going on now. It's 61 degrees. Tomorrow is 58 degrees.
The world is going backwards instead of
you only got
forward.
2 seasons now, opposed to spots where you have.
And that's what's going on.
We just got summer and winter.
That's another thing they didn't tell you about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby owned an important piece of land, and he would never sell it. Yeah. And the motherfuckers, they blackballed him.
And he was buried by
that kills the rumor.
That's bullshit. That's the bullshit.
See, that's what. It's always a smoke screen.
That's very important to with these motherfuckers.
The NBC shit was a smoke screen, so they wouldn't talk about that. It was him, and a lot of the other black people around there sold out.
Yeah,
he refused to sell the land because he needed the land for So
do what the fuck they was
whatever
trying to do.
purpose they were trying to get it for,
The
ain't
line is
not
worth a
hell
lot
no.
of money, and that goes back to me again telling you about fucking assets.
Just like
You
R. Kelly.
You gotta have assets.
R. Kelly, I'm not taking it away that he was a creep. But do you know how much money R. Kelly's catalog is worth?
If he's dead or he's locked up or he don't have access to
How
it,
much
we don't understand
it
this.
is worth?
We don't because that's because you hear me say it all the time on my lives. You need to know how shit works so you can go through the maze. Because this shit is a maze. That's all it is. It's a game that everybody's playing, and we are the pawns on the table. We get shuffled around like sheep. You know what I'm saying?
We the
all
money.
understand.
We the money and don't realize that we the fucking money.
That's it.
That's crazy.
Piggyback.
When I see a motherfucker,
We finance
and
everything.
I said this before.
We finance everything.
I seen a motherfucker Gucci down, shoes, everything, flagging, waiting on the bus. I said, yo, this the dumbest shit I ever seen. You got all this shit on, even if it's bootleg, you pay a lot of money.
You're asking for change, and your shit, your whole fit is better than mine.
Like he said, squeegee boys with Gucci belt.
Listen, man. I don't get caught. I don't get
I
caught.
don't even get fucking if it's
I got on a Russell sweatsuit.
You got it on. Like that.
I got on a Russell sweatsuit. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, when you first of all, I always tell people, man, car don't make me, I make a car. Money don't make me, I make money. Clothes don't make me, I make the clothes. At the end of the day, man, people's mindsets, we gotta re-trigger people's mindsets, man. This shit is
Black people are trying to be
You
impressive
have to talk
to the next black
it
person.
flips what the light
They
switches
trying to be
on.
impressive to
And
the white
motherfuckers be
people.
like, you know what?
And they ain't thinking
Tone,
about the
Sam, Rob, and Lord,
You know what I
they
mean?
right.
Conversations I had
Impression is
with
a thing.
my homeboy, Funny Yo. That's
Yeah,
what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
right? About him saying, yo, why you always talking to these motherfuckers? Why you telling them? Because it's that one motherfucker gonna get the message. You know what I'm saying? It's a
That's
message
the point of the
because
show.
if I didn't listen to these motherfuckers when I was going to Fibers when I was little, and my man was sitting on the steps and they say, "Shorty, come in. You too smart to be doing X, Y, Z." You have to fucking pick these ones that need to hear the message that can carry the
Personal
message.
knowledge.
and that's the point of me. I like to work in mental health for so long. That's why I fats here tonight, because he ended up coming here. You gotta keep on talking. I'm gonna talk young people head off until I get tired. Rob made a joke at me one day.
And even when you get tired and fall out, you defibrillate and come back.
Come back and still lean into
and
him.
keep giving the vitamin because you never know how that may help somebody. My father used to help people in strange ways, right? My cousin was on drugs and kept coming to my father. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm such and such. My father said, man, look, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck if you use drugs or not. That's your life you fucking up. I don't care. Yo said, yo, when your father told me that shit made me feel real stupid, and I just wanted to get off drugs, and that's what helped him.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It take that one
But
person
if
comment.
it's somebody, people are so used to getting coddled, and somebody rubbing their back, oh, it'll be okay, and all that. I used to tell anybody that I would work with or whatever, like, yo, I'm here to help you, but I'm not rubbing your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here for
Take
that.
these
I'm
vitamins,
here to
don't
give
get
you
me.
structure and
stuff
like that. That's it.
Teach me how to fish.
Yeah,
Rodney
so that
Pierce.
I can feed my family and they feed it.
Rodney Pierce left a comment saying, "No, bro, we not the money. We are the sacrifices."
Right, but that's just like you just said, like
That's deep right there.
when people be sitting there fussing about what's going on at the job or what they gotta do, bro. You signed up for this damn job, ain't you getting paid? Shut the hell up, man. Sit
Or
back
you got
and
the
take this check,
motherfucker,
bro.
man, I don't need this job.
Yeah,
As soon as
you
you pay that, you the first one looking for that check.
and then not only that,
Like, where the fuck my check at? You bad.
you made one wrong move, and then it seemed like you ready to get fired or something. I bet you start crying. Or you going to that motherfucker, go ask him, can you do this? Can you do that? Can I do this?
Hey, why you do this to me? Man, you fired yourself.
Right, nigga, you sitting there acting like you don't care about the job. That's why.
What we talking about is important though about talking to the kids. I met this kid. Y'all know y'all watching a lot, so you know I talk about the kid that got the house. This young kid, 20, should be like 28 now. But I met him walking down the street. Like I was literally on Ruxton. I was working on a house, and I came out and I seen he had like a notepad. And I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm explaining to him because I kind of had a sense of what he was doing because it's college right there. I know they trying to find somewhere to rent, blah, blah, blah. My brain think like that. But I'm trying to explain to him. You can't be walking around this neighborhood with no fucking piece of paper, writing shit down, you get your fucking head blown off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to him, and he said, no, we trying to find somewhere to rent. And just like I said, light bulb. Straight clicked on. Bob. Like, yo, call me in 30 days. Took Shorty. I started the rental rim shit with Coppin, and he was just so happened he was on the track team, he's a captain on the track team. He bought me the whole track team.
Everybody got something.
So it was like, and he was calling me. So it's like that's what, another thing as adults we have to have our eyes and ears open at all times because people are begging. They want to learn. He kept calling me, picking my brain. I said, no, this is what the fuck we gonna do. You gonna learn how to do this shit. That's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how to do it. You understand what I'm saying? And he listened to me to the T. He said, well, I don't have any money. I said, yes, you do. You got a job. You're in a credit union, right? You got money. You just don't know how to access it. 15 minutes, yo. 20 minutes. He went right in the fucking credit union. Did exactly what I told him to do. And this goes for anybody because I don't harbor information. If you need some money or you want money to invest, go to your banking institution if you got a good credit score and a job because all they ask for is 2 years work history, 2 years tax return, 2 months worth of bank statements. Get you anything you want. He walks into place. Trick to it is you tell me personal loan. Don't never tell them what the loan is for. You always say personal loan. Got the personal loan, 20 minutes, they give him 15. He said, yo, what the fuck? I said, all you gotta do is listen to me. My own fucking flesh and blood son did not listen to me. This kid listened. You understand what I'm saying? And this kid is 28. He just bought a property last week. He's on his 7th property. Just because he fucking listened.
Just because he listened. Real quick over on Instagram, Kenny Legg said too many people want to take the hard route and do everything, do it themselves instead of listening to the older generation with knowledge and keys to life. The resources are out here. People just refuse to use
And
them.
another thing motherfuckers got is foolish pride and a dumbass ego
Like
shit.
I said, knowledge
Foolish.
make them feel like
Listen,
knowledge is being a bitch.
Listen,
You smart, you
pride will leave you broke. Pride can leave you in a place where you can't come back from. You can't have too much fucking pride. All of us have been at a stage or where we need. How the fuck you expect to grow if you too beyond help? If you need help, you need help. You gotta open your mouth
Every time,
I picks the phone up.
Yeah.
I don't have
and I picks the fucking phone
I had
up.
to learn that myself.
Ain't
I
no
will
pride
pick the
here.
phone up and say, yo, how the fuck do you do? That's just like smart as I am. I hate fucking computers. You understand what I'm saying? I have to go to my wife or my fucking kids. Yo,
Yeah.
do this shit because I get frustrated.
You ain't by yourself, bro.
I do it all the time. I'm not computer.
Hold up. I'm young and I still don't know some of the stuff that be going on.
Because the thing is, you know what you want to do. You just got to be willing
like,
to ask for the help. Before we moved in here, we were on the internet radio. I did internet radio 12 freaking years. The dude gave us, 3 weeks off with no calls, no answer. I finally hit his assistant and like, my show ain't been on in 3 weeks. She was like, okay, well, let me find out what's going on. This was Monday. She said, all right, well, Wednesday, he'll be back. He gonna do your show Wednesday morning. I said, damn, that's a whole nother week because I'm only on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
She getting all frustrated.
I said, you know what? Okay. I called him like, yo, I'm pissed. I'm angry. I'm always giving black people a chance. He was like, yo, what you want to do? I called my brother who building it is, and I was like, twin, I'm angry. And he was like, what you normally do when you get angry? I said, you know me, my back on the wall, yo, I'm ready to come out swinging. He said, and that's what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Get your team together and call me back. I called Tone, I called Tavon, and I said, yo, I think I want to open my own studio. And they was like, all right, well, whatever you need us to do, we going to do it.
Funny to you, or you notice it now?
What?
Sometimes you're put in situations to get you where the fuck you gonna be.
You know what, Sam? I had to realize that I had to sit back on it because the same thing that happened with the radio and then me just kind of like walking right into this. I did the same thing with my clothing line.
Because it's do your research on manifestation. when you want something, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking about it and you're thinking all these scenarios. You're basically bringing it to you because it's already out there.
And that's what it was.
But
Needed that push.
you'll have to be smart enough to accept and learn the lessons that come before it because you need these lessons. Because when you
be ready for it.
You be prepared when you
be
get
ready
it.
for it.
Right. Now, see, some motherfuckers get it opposite. They'll get the shit and then the lessons. You know what I'm saying? I want the lessons first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to forgive me all the hard shit. I laugh and I love it. When something fuck up with me, I'll be like, yes. You know why? Because I know I'm getting ready to go to the
I'm
next
telling you,
fucking
when my
step.
back on that wall,
You know what I'm saying?
that's what pushes me up. That's what
You
pump
work better.
me up.
Everybody that have been something or had something, you know what rock bottom feel like. And you work better
with adversity,
under pressure and against the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's weird because I can't.
I'm not in the best predicament in my life, but it's making me like, oh,
I be chilling like, fuck that. You know what I mean? 4 or 5 projects. Oh, nigga, I'm getting it. Let's get it.
I can't do one thing at a time.
We got it doing. Shoot, I get that shit. Like, you know what I mean? No, I need the pressure. I work better under the pressure.
Work better with the pressure. And people ask me that all the time, like, V, you want the process? Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot just sit back and have one thing. I gotta have this, that, and still a full-time job. Well, why? Because it's guaranteed money, because I'm gonna get that every pay. But I need all this other shit.
Turning.
And I got
this not turning, you feel like you're not doing it.
Yep, we'll pick up this B story on Straight Talk. This been the Bro Show.
I hate Big Tone for the record.
Big Tone and
I'ma always
the host. Big Sam. Little Tone.
I thought you were the same person. I don't know.
Big Rob. And the security guard pants wearing engineer. She got the fresh dew, so she feeling herself.
This is old. It got it done a week ago.
This been a good. Hopefully, this has been a good vitamin for everybody.
And we expect to have Sam back again.
We learned a lot of.
A lot of people don't know my Samuel speak is a play on words. That's not my name. That's because I didn't for a lot of years say anything. I didn't talk much.
Oh, that's
I was
true.
an action person. And I decided that I need to speak. I can't hold all of this shit.
Well, you have a lot to say. The young lady that jumped on here said you have a lot of knowledge on everything.
What's the comment, V?
This last comment.
What they say?
That's sad how I get treated in here. Rodney Pierce said, always like a retarded echo when somebody says something retarded echo. Bobby, the retard in the lobby. Real quick, Rodney Pierce said. Rodney Pierce said, but you did what was smart. People do you. Learned the game and moved in your own space and time. This is where most people fail. They don't learn how to do the job. They don't look and learn how to do the job.
I was one of them people that hustle without a vision. I ain't ashamed to say it. I didn't know what the fuck my end game was. I was just outside. I was just outside.
People don't know where I'm at because I had a purpose. It wasn't like I just fell into the house thing. No, I said I fucked shit up. I had to help fix it. Yeah. That's part of my purpose. I like to put people back in our neighborhoods because I remember when we had the steel rocking chairs on the porch and the tires with the flowers in it, grass spray, and got to clean the marble steps. Like a lot of y'all don't remember that shit. I remember that. I know what our neighborhoods look like when our people worked at potato chip factories and the city jobs and at the plants and all that. We had a couple of
streets was clean.
Wasn't it?
You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to that. You know,
I ain't even used to serve pregnant chicks until I just didn't give a fuck.
Y'all still getting a lot of hearts and fire symbols just
at
to
that
know.
point, I'm like,
the
damn,
people are loving
like once I matured, I'm like, man, I gotta help some of these people that
and that's like my thing. You got to think a lot of people come from
taking ownership,
or they've been living in apartments all their life and not even understanding that they have the power to buy a house. And if you don't have the money, sometimes it's not the money. It's programs out there that'll give you grant money to buy a fucking house.
The Caucasians put everything out there in your face. People just don't take advantage of it because they're like, best thing when they say, and I'm going to let it go. This is the last shit I'm going to say. I'm going to let it go. We're going to get the fuck out of here. Best way to trick a black man, put the shit in a book.
That's it.
You know what motherfucker ain't going to read.
They ain't going to pick it up.
We out here, y'all.
Everything but a book.
Peace.
See y'all.